Yeah, normally, we're all in there waiting for these to wrap up and then go.
All right, I'm here today with softball assistant coach Willie Hinojosa, Olivia Litzen, Distler. Coach, you guys are on a 60-game win streak. Just kind of take me through the run-through last weekend. You guys went down to UCCS on the road, got a 4-game sweep, a terrific weekend. Just kind of go over how that went and the feeling of the team right now.
The feeling is good. We had a really good weekend. We prepared just like any other week, went down there, had some goals. It was a good little challenge for us in terms of who our opponent was. We haven't really talked about winning. We've just talked about putting our head down and working, earning those victories on the weekend, but earning them through the week.
I mean, you guys have definitely started the year off a little bit slow on that Texas trip, and then since then the offense just exploded each and every week. What do you think has kind of been the change from that? Has it just kind of been more at-bats underneath the belt to kind of get more comfortable with each other? Or
I think we're finding the balance of just comfortability. The lineup's getting comfortable where they're at. They're understanding, hey, who needs to come through with a big hit? Where do we need to get on base? And just allowing, the girls to fit in those roles, not putting too much pressure on themselves. And we talked about it a couple of weeks ago in our meeting. Hey, there's no pressure. Let's just go play. Let's just go play and have fun. Enjoy being out on the field. They bought in. And again, just getting comfortable, in the infield and the outfield, the lineup. I think the lineup's been pretty steady, and it's definitely, they're heating up. The bats are heating up.
Allie, you one of the senior leaders on this team. How have you kind of seen the progression of the team this year? I mean, you have a lot of new young faces this year, but then a few older faces that kind of really helped the young players kind of get more comfortable. How have you kind of helped been that upperclassman to lead the way?
Yeah, I felt like the first couple weeks, it was trying to get that lineup comfortable, seeing all these new faces in the lineup. What's their identity going to be? What's their role? I think as we've seen more games, gotten more at-bats, everything like that, girls have just kind of fit into those roles. They've realized, okay, maybe I'm only going to play 1 or 2 games a weekend, but I'm going to do the best that I can in those opportunities that I get. And it feels like we're each competing for a spot now. It wasn't just, oh, I'm nervous if I'm going to be in the lineup or not. I get the chance to be there. And I think just me and Maya have tried to communicate to the girls that use your opportunities that you get. You might only get 1 or 2 every weekend, but make the most of it. Make the most of it in practice, and it'll turn out all right for you.
And then for you, Olivia, I mean, last year you missed most of the season, and then this year you've kind of stepped up and, of course, had a home run this past weekend. Can I talk about you kind of getting more settled into the lineup this year and getting more time after missing all of last year?
Definitely giving all credit to my team. I definitely wouldn't be where I am without my team and the constant support they've given me, and also just the grace and confidence I get from my coaches as well. That's really helped me settle into the lineup and I think step into the role that I'm stepping into this season.
And then both of you being catchers, can I talk about, I mean, you have some new faces that's pitching this year, Sophia Tassinari and Jesslyn Gallegos, after registering last year. Kind of talk about how you've led this pitching staff and how dominant they've been these last few weeks. I mean, Jess has done terrific with winning RMAC Pitcher of the Week. And then just Sophia coming in a new spot. Presley's been pitching well as of late. Just kind of how you guys have really led them with your offense behind you.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a blast catching all of them. I think as catchers, we've really enjoyed just working with the bullpen. Having 5 arms is like something that's crazy to me. We've never had here. So I really enjoyed it. Obviously, really enjoyed working with Jess, just being able to mix pitches and get the job done. And I think past 4 weeks, we've just been rolling. It's been absolutely no doubt in whoever's going to be on the mound. Just got full confidence in them.
Yeah, we've also preached to the pitchers that, you are a staff and you don't have to pitch all the games or be on your best every day because, we are a team and we can use all 5 of those arms really effectively. And they're also different as well. I mean, Jess mixes speeds a lot. Soph can put it in there pretty hard. So it's good having all those different arms and really throw teams off.
Let's say, Allie, you've been here, a few years, and every program in the conference knows, especially how you and Maya will attack at the plate. Are they pitching you guys differently week to week, game to game?
Yeah, definitely.
You're seeing how you can adjust.
Yes. I think for me, I felt so respected because they're pitching me the same way they pitch Maya. I'm like, wow, player of the year, national player, whatever. But yeah, I think it's been beneficial for me and her to bounce off each other. Okay, this is how my at-bat went. This is where she got me. She's probably going to throw this. She's probably going to throw that. It's been really beneficial for us just to work together. And we also get a batter in between, 2 batters in between us where we can really figure out, okay, this is our game plan, and we kind of work together to figure that out. And I mean, playing with her for 4 years now, we're pretty much on the same page as far as what we're looking for and our speak back and forth to each other.
Olivia, you showed up here a little early, jump out of high school and kind of learned as you went. What have you learned from Allie the last couple of years? Really, 3 years now?
I don't even know where to begin because the first day that I came in, she was injured that year. And I remember being out, it was like blizzarding one day. I was out with Miranda and Allie, and we were doing receiving drills. I was literally like crying. So I was like so frustrated, but they've just been, especially Allie has just been such a confidence booster to me, and has just literally been there for me every step of the way, all last year when I was out. And then all this year as well, getting back into it, just boosting my confidence and teaching me so much as a catcher as well, on and off the field, how to be a leader on the field, how to be a leader off the field. She's truly somebody I look up to a lot.
Yeah, and you are not the largest catcher out there. I mean, you've always been the small catcher behind the plate, but how do you kind of work through that and save your body a little bit?
Yeah, so definitely now it's I have a few health things that I have to figure out for sure, but yeah, my size has always been something that I don't really view it as something working against me. I feel like I get my gear on, and I feel like I'm in a place where I can be a leader on the field and be in a position to lead my team no matter my size.
Having 2 or 3 really solid catchers gives you guys, and you talk about the versatility on the mound, but to be able to rotate Allie, save her body a little bit, get more reps for everybody else, how much of a luxury is that for this team?
It's great. It's the depth is always welcome on down the roster. We talked about it, now 2 falls ago when we were trying to see, Allie's not gonna be able to catch 56 games. What can we do to keep her going and being strong down the stretch in April and into May? And, it was literally our last series game that we had in the fall. I think all 3 coaches were like, she's going to platoon and play left field. And that gives Miranda time to go back there at the time, Olivia time to get back there at the time. And, we'll use them because you just never know. Once you get down the stretch, it might just be a matchup thing. And, hey, let's get our bats in, or, hey, we're going to go defense here. And, it just gave us that flexibility to be able to adjust the roster and, match up against other teams and give us the edge going into it, and to keep this one healthy too. So now we're bouncing them back and forth along with Tegan, and they've been great. They all work together well. And it's great to have the 3 of them just working hard.
Allie, no secret, you're a very vocal leader, in a game time scenario. With these bats waking up right now, how much more comfortable does that make your guys' defense day in and day out?
I mean, I think speaking for the pitchers, they're just able to go out there and throw freely. Our defense have obviously stepped up too. We've been really clean lately. There's just so much less pressure behind each ball, behind each fly ball, each ground ball, each strike that we have to throw. Knowing we're pitching with a lead, knowing that our offense is going to step it up. It's allowed us to go out there and play freely. There's no pressure, and we're just having a blast at the end of the day, yelling at each other, cheering for each other. It's just going out there and having fun.
Then Olivia, for you, learn a lot of defense from these great catchers you've had around you. What have you learned offensively from them and their plate approach and things of that sort?
Yeah, Allie is definitely somebody I look up to as a hitter as well, and just how aggressive she is and how confident she is up there. We talk about confidence up at the plate all the time, and kind of carrying that demeanor and carrying yourself in a confident way, like you believe you're going to get a hit and do that. So I look up to the way she carries herself at the plate mostly a lot.
Lastly, Coach, for you, coming back home this weekend, what are you guys expecting out of CSUP this weekend, right? Yeah, what are you guys expecting out of CSU Pueblo coming up to Grand Junction?
A team that's competing, a team that's playing pretty good ball right now. They have their ways to break down a team with their offense, a little button and running, a little more of that we have to prepare for. But we've been there. They return most of their team, a lot of the same faces. So we're expecting, a lot of similarities of what we prepared for in the past, but still trying to get them ready and understand, this is what they do. And this, either top of the lineup or the bottom of the lineup, and just their advantages that they want to create for them that we just need to prepare for.
All right, question of the week. I changed up a little bit today, but still kind of with sports this time. Kind of what's your weirdest superstition going into your games? Coach D, that could be even for your playing career.
Oh, wow. Biggest superstition was no breakfast. Didn't eat before a game. I just went in. So after the games, let's go get a full meal. So
I don't know. I'm pretty superstitious about everything, so nothing is weird for me because it all works. But I don't know. I gotta have an energy drink before every game. That's probably the weirdest one. I guess it's not that weird.
I'm not a very superstitious person, but I guess I have my routine of I put on like my socks in the same order, my pants, and then New Jersey, the whole thing. But it's just routine, not superstitious.
routine. That's right.
All right, perfect. Thank you, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.